माय चैनल सौरभ IAS लेक्चरर। मेरा चैनल सौरभ IAS लेक्चरर है। लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब, फॉलो, शेयर, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लाइक, सब्सक्राइब, फॉलो, शेयर करें और मैं उसके लिए आभार प्रकट करूँगा। लाइक, सब्सक्राइब और फॉलो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करेंगे। तो स्टार्ट योर इंडियन पॉलिटी क्लास। डिफिसिट, रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर, पब्लिक बोरोइंग, market price increase of the expenditure, revenue expenditure, GST, CBDT, revenue and revenue expenditure. Physical deficit, total expenditure, non-debit, creating receipt, primary deficit, interest payment, physical deficit, budget deficit, total expenditure, total receipt. As a physical deficit of the interest payment, physical finance ministry loan as the public interest higher payment of the primary deficit as the other deficit. (92) 7.3 6.2 5.8 primary deficit. Physical deficit as a revenue deficit. 9.8 5.1 4.1 3.1 21 22 6.9 7 4.7 3.7 3.3 20 21 20 22 of GDP. Revenue and expenditure. Rupees come from borrowing and other liabilities 35%, corporation tax 15%, income tax 15%, custom 5%, union excise duty 7%, good and service tax 60%, non-tax revenue 5%, non-debit capital receipt 2%. Central sponsor scheme 9%, central sector scheme 15%, interest payment 20%, defense 8%, subsidies 8%, finance commission 10%, other transfer, estate share tax 70%, pension 4%, other expenditure 9%. As a revenue expenditure, central government. FRM, physical responsibility, budget management. Use FD to not more than 3% of the responsibility deposit. Reduce the FD 3%, 0.3, 0.5 per year. The deficit are allowed to exceed target only under certain circumstances. The central government shall not borrow from the Reserve Bank of India. The Reserve Bank of India, government sent not borrow from the Reserve Bank of India. Central government order to RBI printing highly print note, printing to central government need or meeting to RBI printing press, print of the government deposit, government all finance commission deposit as the loan, central government loan to RBI. The Reserve Bank of India must not subscribe to primary issue of physical responsibility, budget management, microeconomics, framework statement, assess growth prospect for the economy. The statement contain overview of the economy, include assessment regarding the GDP growth rate, physical balance, the central government and external sector balance of the economy. Monetary management and financial intermediation, banking sector, agriculture and industry are also covered by the statement. Physical policy, strategy statement, strategic priorities of the government, physical area relating expenditure, taxation, lending, investment, administrators, pricing, borrowing, guarantees, fiscal policy, strategy management, microeconomics, as the other economic sector of the physical balance, GDP growth rate is 12%. Physical responsibility, budget management, medium term physical policy statement, 3-year rolling target. Physical deficit, revenue deficit, primary deficit, tax revenue, non-tax revenue, tax revenue, income tax, CBDT, revenue expenditure, physical deficit, finance commission, central government debate, GST. These are things are covered. Encasing committee recommendation. Proposed draft debate management and physical responsibility bill. Recommended use debate as the primary target for physical policy and debate to GDP ratio should be targeted by 2023. 14% limit for the center, 20% limit for the state. GDP ratio 60% targeted 2023, 40% limit center, 20% limit for the state. To achieve target ratio early, target have been proposed progressively reduce the physical and revenue deficit 2023. Autonomous physical counseling, preparing multi-year physical forecast, recommend change to the physical strategy, improving quality of physical data, advising government condition exit divide for the physical target and advising the government corrective action for non-compliance with the bill. Encasing committee recommendation physical responsibility bill. GDP ratio 60% target 2023, 40% limit central, 20% limit for state. Autonomous physical counseling, advising the government condition exit divide physical target. Action for non-compliance with the bill, advising the government. Encasing committee recommendation, the ground under which the government can divide from the target should be clearly specified. Government should not be allowed to notify other circumstances. Consideration of national security, war, national calamities and collapse of agriculture affecting output and income. Consideration of national security, war, national calamities, agriculture affecting national war as the structural reform, the economy result, physical implication, decline output growth, 3% average of previous 4 quarter. Development cannot more than 0.5 GDP year. As agriculture, things are 0.5 GDP cannot more than decline in output growth. The committee has recommendation 15 Finance Commission should be asked to recommend debate trajectory individual state. Public debate. Out of the overall debate center and state, majority of it is from the central debate. Future of the central debate only fractional of external. The government also has portfolio of majority long-term tenure bond. The government debate in characterized by low foreign exchange risks. India public debate lower than many of developed countries. Characterized by foreign change your invest lower than many developed countries. Change your India is the foreign change India. Develop our country. Finance Commission concept set up under Article 280 set up by the President every 50 years. Consists 5 members, 1 chair and 4 members. Term of refer distribution take between center and state. Principal governing grant aid state by the center. Measure need augment consolidated fund. Any other matter refer. Consolidated fund of the grant. Parliamentary House. Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha, as all parliament member voting in the consolidated fund pass. Finance Commission. Share of state out central divisible poll. 11 Finance Commission 20.5%. 12 Finance 30.5%. 13 32%. 14 42%. 15 41%. Population 1971 12%. 12 Finance Commission, 30 Finance Commission, 40 Finance Commission, 15 Finance Commission. Population 91, 12 Finance Commission, 25%. 13 Finance Commission, 25%, 7.5%. 14 Finance Commission. Area 10%. 13 Finance Commission, 14 Finance Commission, 15%. Forest cover 7.5%, forest environment 10%, income distance 15%. Now, other 15 Finance Commission documentation, vertical devolution, gross tax calculation, gross tax collection, 135 2 lakh crore, individual pool 103 lakh crore, estate share 42 lakh, 0.2 lakh crore. Total grant 10.30 lakh crore, 52 lakh crore around 50.9% of divisible whole, and a 15 Finance Commission documentation. 15 documentation horizontal devolution criteria, weight, population 15%, area 15%, forest ecology 10%, income distance 45%, tax physical effort 0.2.5%, demographic performance 12.5%. Finance Commission, how to the fund would be given. Total transfer to estate 100 crore, population weightage 40%, 40 crore, area weightage 60%, 60 crore, estate 1, population of 30%, 12 crore, area of 20%, 12 crore, estate 2, population of 70%, area 15 finance grant aid, revenue deficit 2 lakh crore, 17 estate, sector specific grant 1.3 lakh crore, 8 sector health and school, higher education, agriculture, road. Sector specific grant 1.3 lakh crore, 8 sector health, school, higher education, agriculture, road, judiciary, etc. Estate specific grant 49,599 crore, grant to local bodies 4.3 lakh crore, grant for disaster management 1.6 lakh crore. Finance Commission physical roadmap. The state and center should stick to the debate level recommendation by the responsibility budget management, full disclosure and elimination of extra budgetary borrowing, expert panel to recommend a framework for sound public financial management system. Finance Commission taxation recommendation, broadening the tax base, streamlining the tax rates, increasing capacity and expertise of tax administration in all of the government. GST challenge, GST of the issue of the problem of the challenge, large shortfall in collection as compared original, higher volatility in collection. 50 Finance Commission. 15 Finance Commission Defense, Modernization Fund for Defense and Internal Security, Rashtriya Suraksha Nivedam Force, Capital Investment, Modernization of Defense Service, Capital Investment, Central Armed Police Force and Modernization of State Police Force and Ministry of Affairs. Ministry of Home Affairs, 15 Finance Commission allocated fund, all a small component as welfare fund of for your soldier and paramedical of the 15 Finance Commission of fund allocated Ministry of Home Affairs, Defense. With reference to Union Government, consider the following statement. The Department of Revenue is responsibility for the preparation of Union budget that it present to the Parliament. 2. No amount can be withdrawn from the Consolidated Fund of India without the authorization of Parliament. Yes, with reference to Union Government, consider the following statement. The Department of Revenue is responsibility for the preparation as ready for Union budget that is present to the Parliament. Yes, no amount can be withdrawn from the Consolidated Fund as a parliamentary fund. Parliamentary Grant Commission as the Consolidated Fund as a Parliament voting to all members in India without the authorization of Parliament. No. Yes. Galat. 2. No amount can be withdrawn from the. No. Galat. All the distribution made for public account also need the authorization from the Parliament. All the distribution made from public account also need the authorization from the Parliament. 2, 3 is the correct option D. 1 to 3 is the correct option is the D. There has been persistent deficit budget year after year. Which of following action can be taken government to reduce deficit? Deficit, reducing revenue expenditure as a deficit. Market borrowing pricing. C. Correct option C. The public expenditure management, it is a challenge to the government of India. In context of budget making during the post-liberalization period, clarified challenge faced by the government with regard of PM, physical deficit, crowding of out effect, challenge of globalization, global shock, narrow tax net, capital expenditure, populist tendency, government measure for effective PM India, Finance Responsibility Budget Management Act, merge the railway budget in the union budget, rationalization of the subsidies, public finance management, direct benefit transfer. Distinguish between capital budget and revenue budget. Explain in the component of both these budget. Revenue received, income which are received by the government for all sorts in the ordinary course of governance. These receipts do not create liability or do not lead to reduction assist capital receipt. These liabilities or result in reduction assist. These are obtained by the government by raising funds through borrowing, recovery of loan, disposing of assist. revenue expenditure incurred for a day-to-day government activities. Expenditure that do not result in the creation of assist are considered revenue expenditure. Capital expenditure. Expenditure which is incurred for creating assist with long life. Capital expenditure on road, port, air. Expenditure which incurred for creating long life. Capital expenditure. Road, port, airport as a capital expenditure. Foreign direct investment. Women empowerment. India need gender budgeting. What are the requirements? And status gender budgeting in India context. Introduction. Gender budgeting was introduced to 2005-6 gender budget statement. Need for gender management. Status. Most of the funds allocated are not for only women. Specific scheme as a age of total expenditure. These are been increasing. There is a need audit and a certain progress of the central sponsor scheme and make and the change accordingly system. As a human empowerment need gender budgeting. Human empowerment 2005 and 6 is a central sponsor scheme. Human specific scheme. Human specific scheme and ICDS. Human specific means integrated child development scheme. As a ICDS scheme is the women empowerment scheme. मेरे चैनल को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें और फॉलो करें, साथ में शेयर करें, जिसके लिए मैं आभार प्रकट करूँगा। गुड डे, बाय बाय।